Hey YouTube, what's going on? I just thought I'd do like a little raw recording footage for this new developer update that has just been released. What is this? 10 minutes ago. So we're just going to run through this, see the new update that's going on with DBD. I've heard that they're bringing some new changes to some big parts of the game, so let's have a look at it. Alrighty. Bring the trial to a gruesome end with a finishing Mori. A hint of it. So, okay. So this is the Mori rework. I heard this was also something that was actually going to be implemented very soon. A hint of each killer's character shines through with their Mori, whether that's the trickster's showmanship or the hag's questionable diet. The only way to see these animations currently is to use the Memento Mori offering or equip one of a few select perks, leading to them rarely being seen. Moreover, Moris have garnered a somewhat negative reputation over the years being used out of spite against a particular survivor. This upcoming public test build will feature an early version of the new finishing Mori system. Unlike most PTBs, this feature will not be going live in the following update. There's still some work to be done before it's ready to be released, but we wanted to give you an opportunity to try it out and share your thoughts in advance. Okay, interesting. Last standing. When all other survivors are dead, dying, hooked, or have escaped, you become the last standing. Both you and the killer senses are heightened, granting you a wider field of view. Wait, hold on. Does this mean... Oh my god, so even like survive, you get a bigger field of view? What the heck? We don't even have a field of view. What? I'm so confused. Rescuing a survivor will end the last standing phase, but being downed as the final survivor, on the other hand, will trigger the finishing Mori. When the last survivor is downed, the trial will draw to a climatic end. Oh my god. Both the survivor and killer will be moved to a preset point on the map, free of any obstructions that may get in the way, and the killer's Mori animation will begin. Any survivors still in the trial will be killed by the entity and treated like a sacrifice. Huh. Interesting. Okay. When the last survivor is down, the trial will draw to a climatic end. Both the survivor and killer will move to a preset point on the map, free of any obstructions that may get in the way. Okay. You know what? That's quite interesting, because this means that the last person that goes down is automatically Mori then, right? And it's just going to be like a bit of video or something like that that's going to be shown. Interesting. Okay. Hope is not lost. With this new system in place, leaving survivors on the ground, aka slugging, may seem more appealing, opening the possibility of ending the match early. But the survivors aren't going to give up without a fight. After being left on the ground for 45 seconds, survivors will now gain ability to pick themselves out. Why pick themselves up without the need of perks? Hold on. We have built-in Unbreakable coming in. No way. Okay, my only question is this only active? No. Okay, that's actually insane. So oh my god, no more slugging. Holy shit. Okay, perk updates. With both the Mori and the ability to pick yourself up now part of the base kit, a handful of perks that grant these abilities will need adjustments. Therefore, the ability to pick yourself up has been removed from Unbreakable, Soul Guard, No Mither, and Boon Exponential, as this is now part of the base kit. The ability to Mori survivors has been removed from Rancor and Devour Hope, as this is now part of the base kit. Understandable. In addition, some of these perks will have changes made for the PTB, however, this is an early preview. The in-game descriptions have not yet been updated. These are: Unbreakable now increases dying self-recovery speed by 80, 90, and 100%. Holy shit. Rancor, once all generators are powered, the Obsession's aura is revealed for 5 seconds, and they are permanently inflicted with the exposed status effect. Okay, so it's basically the same. Rancor is the same. Alright. Hex Devour Hope. Once 5 tokens have been earned, any survivor placed on a hook is instantly sacrificed? What? Okay, I don't... This one's a little... This is a little weird. No chance of... Yeah. This is something. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback of any of the affected perks. Memento Mori offerings. With the finishing Mori being triggered automatically when the last survivor is downed, Memento Mori offerings no longer have any use and will also receive an update. These offerings will now award a bounty of blood points based on the number of survivors killed if you earn a finishing Mori. Oh, so you just get blood points now for them. Cypress Memento Mori gain 8,000 blood points if at least 2 survivors are killed and the match ends in a finishing Mori. For an Ivory, you get 12,000 if 3 survivors are killed and the match ends in a finishing Mori. An Ebony will get you 20,000 extra blood points if at least 4 survivors are killed and the match ends in a finishing Mori. Much like the perk changes listed above, please keep in mind these offering changes will not be released without the finishing Mori system. The finishing Mori system, anti-slugging mechanic, and other changes mentioned in this post will be available for testing during next week's public test build. As a reminder, these new features will not be a part of the 6.3.0 update. This is an early preview that is not yet ready for release. We would like to gather your feedback as early as we continue developing these features to make their eventual release as smooth as possible. Until next time, DBD team. Okay, I'm intrigued by this. It's I think this is really, like, this is huge changes coming in for the Mori system. I was expecting like a little bit more. I was expecting some other things to come into play. I was really hoping they were going to address some of the cheating allegations, and I know this is a dev update, but I would have hoped that there would have been some sort of mention that they are working on something. But I mean, what can you do? What can you realistically do with this? The last standing, I think this is a really cool feature. I think this is going to be make games a little bit more tense. I feel the fact that everyone can just kind of be Mori now is the fact that people can just like be Mori now at the end game without having to bring offerings is pretty insane. So you can always have Moriable endings to a game, which is rad. And now that blood points are now implemented for Moris, and depending on your results of the game, you'll be rewarded for the results. I think that's pretty cool. The most important thing that I can't stress enough is slugging has been nerfed into the ground. This is honestly one of the most insane things that I've ever seen. Absolutely insane. So in saying this though, if you have boon exponential, does that give you what? I wonder what the speeds are going to be for boon exponential for getting yourself off the ground now. And I'd say that Soul Guard is mostly just going to be used for purposes of protecting yourself once you pick yourself up. I can just see Soul Guard just being run all the time now. I think Soul Guard's going to become very much more used than it was before. Or killers are just not going to slug anymore and you're just going to get insta-picked, which for people who, like myself, go for flashlight plays, that's really awesome. Like that's really, really good news. All in all, I think this is going to be one of the biggest changes in the system is the anti-slugging. Of course, like the perk reworks, like Devour Hope 5 tokens of earned, the survivor placed on a hook is instantly sacrificed. Like, that's pretty crazy considering with the old Devour Hope how you actually had to Mori them, which took, you know, a procedure of time depending on how far hooks were and how long the Mori took. Now the fact that you can just pick someone up, throw it on a hook, on your way. It's not a massive change, but it's still like those few seconds kind of count to something. Rancor, I think this is mostly just the same. This is mostly just the same. Not much difference with that, I guess. But otherwise, like, this is all pretty just basic, simple stuff. I think these are some good changes. Gonna provide some more intense end game collapses, of course, with the last man standing sort of aspect of it. But otherwise, nonetheless, it's good to see something that's such a base kit of the game being reworked into something that could be something different, something a bit more fun for a lot of players. And we're going to be rewarded with more second chance perks or more second chance base kit stuff for survivors, which is insane, but nonetheless interesting. I'm excited to see how this goes. I really don't have much else to say on this, but I hope that it will all come together well. I really am hoping there's some good feedback on this. I know there's some other big issues with the game right now, but I feel like this is some really big changes that's necessary for DBD to mix things up. But anyway, bring Five Nights at Freddy's to DBD, please. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys all enjoy your weekends. Bye.